Coca-Cola ni ka. Coca-Cola ni ka. Adu ve ni ka Coca-Cola ka mo. Bebe te 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 te.
Mama kể cháu tự.
Oh. Bebe te 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 te. Bebe te 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 te. Bebe te 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 te. Wow. Nó tên tem phải thiam em là em trên nhà hay. Để hàng cậu mua chút tem phải thiam là em trên.
They are going to meet chairwoman of a school who also lost her kids on the same plane crash, and now she wants to adopt them. Upon entering, chairwoman asks, "Why are you so late? I've been waiting for you since morning." In response, Kotaro calls her Shaggy. Ryu closes his mouth and apologizes to her. Chairwoman then says, "In exchange for living with me, you have to work as part-time babysitter. Seikawa escorts them to the daycare. When they see kids are playing with each other, Seikawa tells this is a babysitter club that was opened by chairwoman's son. But nobody wanted to join them, and the club was never formed. Ryu says, as the first member of the club, I'll do everything I can for Babysitter Club. Seikawa wipes his eyes, stating that his nobility has moved him to tears. He then wishes good luck to Ryu and leaves. Ryu opens the daycare room. All the kids stop playing and stare at them. They then run towards Seikawa and hide behind him. One of the kids yanks on their caretaker's ear, and he wakes up. Ryu and
Nga tinga iPhone hi chi ma zai la a eng rai lo turin I da ne. Ki zai lo ko tere tuge kon se. Ai se nga.
replies he is hurt too as he approaches Ryu. Introducing himself as Yuzeda Yoshihito, a graduate of this school and only caretaker her. Kids ask Yuzeda, can we play with them? Yuzeda says, first, introduce yourself, and they all shout their names at once. Yuzeda tells them to form a naming train to introduce themselves. First is Kirin. The second one is Taka. The third is Takuma, whose twin brother is Kazuma. The youngest is Midori. Ryu then introduces Kotaro and places him down. But Taka calls him a monster, telling everyone to attack Monster Kotaro. Ryu shocks and stops them, saying, I can be monster for you. They all attack him, jabbing him with sword and pulling his cheeks. Kotaro sees they are bullying his brother and attempts to save him, but gets knocked back every time. He doesn't know what to do. Ryu tells him to play elsewhere, saying, I'll be fine. Kotaro goes to the bookshelf and takes out a book. He then looks at Ryu surrounded by other kids. Yuzeda asks, do you want your big brother back? Kotaro nods. He then asks, should I read this book for you? He shakes his head and looks towards Ryu. Yuzeda understands he's feeling lonely and pats him, saying, in this room, he won't notice you unless you call him. Yuzeda then calls Ryu and tells him, my shift is over. He then hands Midori to Ryu, asking him, will you handle the kids by yourself? And Ryu says, yes, I'll do that. As he leaves, he thinks, I would have stayed if you'd asked me. Now Ryu changes Midori's diaper, and Taka attacks him. Kirin approaches and asks, are you hungry? I have made the food. She then drags Midori, saying, I'll be mama and you be baby, Midori. Ryu stops her, saying, it could be dangerous. Suddenly, she gets shocked as twins run through her food. Kazuma falls off and is about to cry, but Ryu picks him up. Takuma pats him, saying, pain, pain, fly away, and Kazuma feels better. Kieran is sad to see her ruin food. Ryu says, right. Hayato then leaves with Taka. Ryu approaches and is banned on school premises. Girls argue, what's your problem? You're just being a stick in the mud. Yagi intervenes and says he'll accept these generous offerings after class. He then asks Inamata, you were helping babysitters yesterday, right? I'm actually interested in joining the babysitter club. Do you know anything about it? Inamata recalls that the daycare center furiously cries out to ask the club himself and walks out. Yaga's friend Nezu is quietly watching everything. Inamata reflects on the girl's comments, admitting she is a stick in the mud. She tearfully says, wherever I go, I spoil the fun. She fears returning to daycare, thinking the kids will hate her too. Now, Yagi goes to the daycare room and asks to join babysitter club. Ryu is so excited to have someone express interest in babysitting. He then introduces himself and each of the children in daycare. Yagi introduces himself and compliments Kieran's cute pigtails, and she shows off them happily. He then says, Taki, you're cool, just like your brother, and he eagerly replies, yes, I am cool. He compliments Midori's eyes, which flatters her. To Takuma and Kazuma, poking is fun.